from the 29. Allen, that's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Buffalo.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Allen, so now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Drake.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is out of bounds here. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a gain of 34.
Gain of 34 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Zach Moss.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Here's Allen to throw it. And throw right side complete to Parker.
Allen's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd
now Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Brings up 2nd.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
At the 45-yard
They'll
line.
look to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Under pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked by Ed Oliver.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Ed Oliver, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That catch good for only a couple.
To Zach Ertz. 2 yards on the pickup.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down, it's Drake. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
48-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Running from the shotgun with Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Jets 7, Bills nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run with Drake.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Play is under review.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Rosas lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. From the 29, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Quinnen Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd and long.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Finding Knox there, complete.
Allen's pass.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 7 yards, the pick up there.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
The pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Diggs with a good footwork. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12. On play action, Allen into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Allen's pass.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll try again with Drake. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Willie Snead. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Makes this
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
their own 23-yard line.
The Bills ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Allen. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Flush to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the give, this is Drake. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On second down now, it's Drake. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And here come the Bills. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer.
Allen hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
The quarterback is sacked. Fumble on play. Recovered by the offense.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third down, here's a run by Moss. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
7 at the 36-yard line.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Drake. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense getting ready to go again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On the left side, he finds Beasley. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Allen's pass.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Allen's pass.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
60-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Jets 28. Bills nothing.
That's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Tyreek Hill, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
On second down, it's Drake.
49.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll drop to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Now 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
58's Mike, 58's Mike.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Exit. 49's the puck. Go. Check.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Tired of seeing
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The pass.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
It's 31. Bills nothing.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The throw over the middle taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st down, Bill.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
50 seconds to Mike. Come on. 57 to Mike. 57.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
Allen's pass.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
Allen's pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the 1st half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll make this a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Mike, let's go. 53's the Mike. 53, check 53.
Allen going to throw. Eluding the press, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So out now come the Jets. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
Right back to Drake.
Kenyon.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Tyus Bowser picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
First and
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a draw play with Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
the pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Dawson Knox, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 1 yard.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards. 3 and